Hello, this is Workplace Wisdom, and I'm your host, Natalie Holder. Today, I want to talk about the Taylor Townsend and Jelena Ostepenko controversy. I want to use this real-world experience to provide some strategies for handling conflict. Now, while tennis is a sport, technically, it's also a workplace. And just like any workplace, players and employees have a right to be treated with respect and professionalism. When that doesn't happen, it's important to respond strategically and not emotionally. So let's walk through three key pieces of advice Taylor and frankly anyone in a toxic work environment can use. Number one, let's look at the code of conduct. Most workplaces have policies like an employee handbook and a code of conduct. In professional tennis, the governing body is the USTA. Their code of conduct makes it very clear that verbal abuse, unsportsmanlike conduct, and harassment are violations. We've seen this applied before. When Serena Williams called an umpire a thief at the 2018 US Open, she was cited for a code of conduct violation and she was fined a few $1,000s. That same standard applies here. When Jelena pointed in Taylor's face screaming that she had no education and no class, the USTA can and should fine that player in violation of the rule against verbal abuse. The key point, Taylor doesn't have to fight back or debate on the court. The code of conduct is her protection, just like HR policies or workplace handbooks protect employees. Second, it's okay to lean on your sponsor for support, and in fact you should. In the workplace, we talk a lot about mentorship and sponsorship. A mentor gives you advice, but a sponsor advocates for you publicly and uses their influence to protect you. For Taylor, that means making sure she has allies, whether it's her coach, representatives from the Players' Council, or respected figures in tennis, who will speak up if she's targeted. This is the same strategy I recommend in corporate life. If you're dealing with bias or abuse at work, don't go it alone. Develop relationships with a person who can become a sponsor, who believes in your talent and is willing to use their voice and their personal capital when you need backup. This is someone who sits on the executive team, has great influence, and is well respected by the key leadership. And third, do not engage with someone acting erratically. When someone is lashing out, the worst thing you can do is escalate the situation by responding in kind. Many times during a workplace investigation, I have found that it becomes so difficult to help the individual who really should have been considered the victim because they actually engaged in conduct that also helped to escalate a situation. In this situation, Taylor should really just let the code of conduct speak for her. Just as in the workplace, if a colleague is hostile or unprofessional, it's better to document the behavior and let HR or leadership address it. By not engaging, Taylor keeps her focus where it belongs, on her game, and avoids any risk of being penalized herself. Remember, Serena's example shows us how even a single word, calling someone a thief, can trigger a costly violation. The safest and strongest response is to stay composed and let the system work. So let's recap. Number one, remember, you have a code of conduct. Use it. The rules are there to protect you. Number two, have a sponsor who will use their social and political capital to stand up for you. And number three, don't engage with erratic behavior. Let the officials enforce the rules. Taylor Townsend deserves the same thing all professionals deserve: a workplace free from harassment and abuse. By following these steps, she can protect herself, stay focused, and let her talent speak louder than any insult ever could. And for those of us outside of tennis, those lessons apply to every workplace. Know the policies, build a network of support, and never let someone pull you into their chaos. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, like this video, subscribe for more workplace insights, and drop a comment below. How do you handle unprofessional behavior in your workplace?